I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, call it audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the game over with the showstopper. So hot, you gotta blow on it. I said I'll huff and I'll puff, then I'll pass to my left while I'm looking to my right. Hit him right in the chest. It be looking like magic, better give me the throne. I ain't talking about Patrick, but I rep my home. I'm never at the end of my zone, I'm bad to the bone. Eating up these pig skins like they chicharrones. And you a douche cabron. Mira at the mirror on the wall. I'm the greatest of them all. They gon' put me in the hall. Your name is only written in a bathroom stall. Quit your stalling and make a play. My drive too long, pop the clutch, I don't pump the brakes. I know what it takes to gain the muscle, get rugged. These butterfingers be fumbling, squash the scrimmage and rub it in Robitussin. How I give them concussion, they seeing double, they rushing and pass the shovel, the dirt and rubble, I bury them under it. Stay in your huddle and get 10 yards back, never turn your back. I'ma pull your flag, I go full contact, out punch, out kick like a shotgun blast on one out snap. It's a fact that I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, calling audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the...
What's good, Coach Nation? Welcome back to a new episode of Horseshoe Mob Podcast, where you get all your content for the Colts, even a win as we did on Sunday. It's a blessing to see a win after 11 years. You heard it, 11 years. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce the guy that's next to me, and his name is Haris. What's going on, man? How we feeling about that dub?
This is our, as a podcast, as a network, as a show, as a group, this is our very first ever opening week celebration.
Yeah.
I'm very excited, very excited to be here today. So yeah, no, I'm very excited. This is a definitely a different tune that we get to sing. So it's gonna be a fun episode. I'm excited.
Well, before you start your episode, you got to honor your bet from last week. That
Oh,
Teresa.
that's right. I have to go honor the bet from Teresa.
Yes, if you have something, it matter. I know you don't have any
I got a little something,
fireball.
something.
Huh?
Yeah, no fireball. I got a little something, something. Let me go grab something. I'll be right back.
Why you do that? I man the show.
I almost forgot. I'll be right back.
All right, cool. While they take care of that, we can go ahead and go over some things, uh, as we always do before each episode. And let's talk about this Man Battle Sports, who's our sponsorship, where you can find us on Substack. You can go ahead and download the app and subscribe to the network. And you can see all of the content from past episodes, articles that written by Horseshoe Mob, and myself. You know, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I did some articles for the past couple of weeks, including the article on Sunday about our win for the first time in 11 years. Shout out to everyone that has been supporting those articles and also supporting these shows. It's been a wonderful journey. Like Hurry said, this is our first opening week celebration episode. We've been doing this since 2022, I think, 23. We've been doing this for that long, and we haven't had an opening celebration show episode. So it's going to be a great show to celebrate for the win. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get our cheers, guys. Cheers to the opening day W. And I get it. Everybody's want to downplay the win because they say that it was against Miami. We played the Miami Dolphins, and they're a bad team. But if we are looking at our roster, we're supposed to be bad, because we started Daniel Jones. We're supposed to be bad, but this guy went out there and played like some people say, play like Joe Montana or play like old Peyton Manning on Sunday. All he did was the little things to get us in scoring position and also get us a win. That's all that matters. I don't care what he did. He did enough to win the game. But go ahead, Harish.
I see Teresa's in the chat. Teresa, hope you're doing well. Also, a quick shout out to CJ Colts fan here, reposting the stream right there on the good old interwebs. So we really appreciate you as well. So I got myself a little Jack Daniels here. I had to
Hey,
do a little plastic cup. Let me see if I can show you guys. There you go. It is liquid courage. I don't know if y'all can tell. I did not fake it. This is the best bet I've ever had to pay out. Cheers to the Colts. Cheers to winning. Cheers to week one.
yes. As you see, Teresa, he's honored. I wish I could. I do have some Tennessee whiskey in there, but Harish, if you want to go ahead and start talking about not to the game, but just talking about the win, I can go get mine so I can be a part of this celebration.
Yeah, yeah. We'll talk about the game. I think, overall, there's a couple thoughts that I have high level as we think about this game. Number one, there's the preparation that this team had going into the game. Hey, Stacy, how's it going? D, what's up, my guy? CJ Colts fan, of course. Welcome in. Thanks for resharing and reposting the stream over there on the Twitterverse. We appreciate it. And there's really three things that stuck out to me in this victory. Number one, the preparation. I think this is the most prepared I've seen a Colts team play on opening night, opening day, opening week in a very, very long time. And I'm saying that I'm surprised is kind of an understatement because I'm very, very surprised, but I'm also very excited. The thing that stuck out to me the most throughout the week when the team decided to go with Daniel Jones over Anthony Richardson, one of the things that Shane Steichen said was, Anthony Richardson does all the little things correct, right? There's trust in the locker room. They really trust Anthony Richardson. And as Colts fans, like at the moment, knowing where we were, knowing how volatile everything was, we were not excited. But if you look at what Daniel Jones did on Sunday, I saw a chart. I can't remember who posted it. It's probably on PFF somewhere, honestly. But Daniel Jones made the short passes correct. He made the short passes, and it looked really, really good, right? And the reason why that's important is because it kept the Colts on time. And what I mean by time is they didn't have to deal with a lot of third and longs on Sunday. They didn't have to deal with a lot of third and forevers. They didn't have to
Hey,
deal with
Stacey.
stuff like possessions where they are having to play ahead of the sticks or play behind the sticks, if you will. The short passing game that Daniel Jones had was beautiful. And I think if we look at his stats, I think he went 22 of 29. Is that right, Josh? It was like 22 of 29,
22 of 29,
200,
272.
200 yards or something, whatever. One touchdown, not a big deal. Zero turnovers. That's the thing that stuck out the most. Zero turnovers. And for those of you keeping score in math, 22 of 29 is 76% completion percentage.
Yes.
You don't complete 76% completion percentage by throwing down the field 30 times. It's just not efficient, right? We talked about this all off season with Anthony Richardson. How do you increase and how do you inflate that number? And what does that number really mean? That number really truly meant that you're staying ahead of the sticks, right? I'm going to pull up a chart here for Daniel Jones, and I want to share this real quick. So I'm gonna go into the magical world of PFF, which I know we all hate PFF, but hey, there's some really, really cool stuff on PFF that I want to share.
While you do that, I'm gonna show y'all my Coach Cup and my shot. This is
Sick.
this is
Let me see. Oh, you have? I have a Colt shot glass. I don't know where it is.
see. I think I got mine when I went to Indy a couple years ago. I bought it from there. I was so excited, so I'm going to take my shot. While you do that,
Yeah, I'm
here's
gonna pull this up real quick. And one of the things I want to call out is Daniel Jones's passing stats. I think there is a chart: passing concept, passing depth. Is this the chart? Nope. There we go. This is the chart. I'm
what's
gonna show
that?
you real quick. And I just want to show you guys like how efficient Daniel Jones was. Yep, this is make sure I'm sharing the right stuff here because I'm on a different setup.
While you do that, you know, Oh, there you go.
Okay. You can see this then, right? Okay. Can you see the passing chart?
Yes.
Okay. If you look right here, right, and you look outside the numbers, look at this is obviously like short passes all the way out, right? So this is everything right here is behind the line of scrimmage, right? This is 0 to 10 yards, this is 10 yards to 20 yards, and this is 20 plus. Look at where he was the most efficient. In this 0 to 10 yard space, he was basically 100%.
So yeah, basically 100%.
Right? He was what is 12 for 14. He was basically 13 of 15 in this area of the field. Phenomenal. This is excellent. What does this do? This keeps you ahead of the chains. Minimum, you're getting 5 yards a clip, right? A throw. And what he was doing was allowing our there were certain plays where he would throw the ball in a space that was short that allowed our playmakers to get in space and make a play. That's all you need in this offense. If you remember back to Shane Steichen's offense with Philadelphia that year that Jalen Hurts was so successful, that's all this was, right? Get your players the ball in space. We have a lot of playmakers on this team, right? Get your players the ball in space and let them go make plays, and that's exactly what he did. Now, what that allowed him to do, one of the things we talked about was Daniel Jones' ability or inability to make plays down the field because the blocking that he had was terrible, right? It was terrible in New York. So I'm going to show you another. I think. Let me see if I can find this image. I think if you, I shared it in our group. And although it might seem like a meme, it's actually very, very important. And it's a picture of Daniel Jones sitting in the pocket, probably the cleanest pocket he had all his entire career, right?
Yes.
And so I think if you look at preparedness, this team it seemed very, very prepared. Number one. Number two, Daniel Jones was very, very efficient. And number three, it was very disciplined team game. I think if we look at penalties in this game, the Colts, I think committed less than 8 or 9 penalties. I don't think they committed that many.
I can verify that.
I'm looking at it right now.
And to your point with
Yeah,
Daniel Jones, it's not to get too ahead, but to your point, Daniel Jones did what he always done. He's not a deep door type quarterback. He's the short intermediate, the dink and dunk type of quarterback, the game manager that we expected from him from his
yeah,
day with the Giants. That's his game all the way from back in Duke. And that's what we wanted him to do.
yeah.
Minus, the penalties that he had. I mean, he had 272 passing yards, but you take away the 20 yards I think that uh, Warren had that was taken back from a holding penalty. That's
Yep.
yards right there.
That was the biggest penalty of the game, right? I mean, the Colts ended up with 4 penalties for 45 yards.
Yeah,
10 yards of that was from that one penalty, right?
right.
The holding play, which again would have added an additional 30 yards to Daniel Jones's total.
Correct.
Because that was like a good 20 or 30-yard game. And we'll talk about like what helped Daniel Jones because Tyler Warren did exactly what we thought he was going to do for the quarterback in this offense. He was a safety blanket for Daniel Jones, and boy was he a safety blanket.
All phases in this offense.
He was amazing.
Fullback. I mean, just outside receiver, inside. I mean, he was everything
He was unreal.
unreal.
He was
He took a
unreal.
big shot on one catch. He took a big shot that was put us in goal line. He got right back up. And was like, "Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm here."
Yeah,
And that was
exciting to
what
see.
it was.
Yeah, but you see how Daniel Jones built this playbook, or he built this game plan. It was from the inside out.
Yes.
And if you look at, obviously, we don't know what the Broncos are going to change when they play Daniel Jones. But if you look at how they played against Cam Ward, and we'll talk about this in our preview for next week, they're going to blitz a lot. So Daniel Jones' ability to continue with a much better offensive line, continue to hit the short routes, is going to be imperative this week.
Yep.
So yeah, I think discipline, I think preparedness, and I think the ability to keep ahead of the chains are the 3 keys to the game that we were all curious about. And not only did they execute it, they were dang near flawless the entire game.
Another another stat that we saw from Tyler Warren that he's the highest rated tight end week one out of all the tight ends.
He's also the highest rated rookie.
Yeah. So
So Tyler Warren's NFL PFF grade, for those of you guys that were curious, I think it was in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken.
what you did see as well too is that we didn't utilize the run a whole lot. We did enough
Yeah.
to move the chains, but like you said, we didn't have to.
Yeah.
We just did enough to move the chains. We saw DJ Giddens come in and give JT a breather, even though the game was out of reach. And he was kind of banged up. But you see DJ Giddens moving the chains. He's that guy. He's that guy that could spell JT when need be. I think JT had like 71 rushing yards, which is big as well. But then DJ Giddens came in and had his impact in the game as well.
Yeah,
So
I don't think JT played like I don't think he had to carry the entire fourth quarter.
yeah, he kind of banged up. I think something with his neck, but Shane
Right.
Steichen said he was okay. So
But again, you could give him that rest because you had somebody behind him, right? DJ
Yep.
Giddens was really good too. Like DJ Giddens yesterday or on Sunday was actually, you know, it shows that he graded off at a 61.3 offensive rating. I don't think that really like truly that doesn't really truly like show like the effect how effective he was, right? And that's just grading him off of his passing stats. If we look at his overall grade for last week, which I'll pull up, let's see. So DJ's offensive, let's see, his ratings were it was a 61.3 offensively, which again doesn't seem like a lot, but his pass blocking was a 73.5. Jonathan Taylor's pass blocking was an 83.5.
Yes. Yes.
DJ Giddens was one of my favorite pickups in this draft, and I said it from the time that we got him. I loved DJ Giddens. I thought he was the perfect backup for Jonathan Taylor, and he proved me right. So again, I'm not a fan of PFF grades. Half these, even like DJ Giddens, again, he was a 73.5 right in pass blocking, but his total offensive grade was 61.3. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense.
Was
His
it
passing grades don't make sense because he wasn't really used in the passing game.
was
But
it average like the 3.4 yards a carry? Are they giving him that because of that?
So I only have snap counts here. So he only played 18 snaps, right? Now, PFF is also strange in how they count snaps. Like if he played like special teams or anything, PFF counts that as snaps played. So it's kind of like a diluted stat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is why I don't like PFF because they just count weird stuff. But the offensive line was phenomenal.
This adding two new parts. New right guard and a new center. They both played well.
Tanner Bortolini was excellent, 77.6 offensive passer rating, offensive rating. Quentin Nelson, 77.2. Matt Gonsalves, 76.8. Bernard Ryman, 74.2. Our worst offensive lineman was Braden Smith, and even him, he was at a 67.9, but his pass block rating was an 80.7. Unreal. This offensive line was really, really good.
I think Daniel Jones was sacked one time.
Daniel Jones was sacked. Yeah, I think it was one time, and I don't even remember. Honestly, I don't even remember the one time he was sacked.
I think it was Chubb, Bradley Chubb sacked.
Bradley Chubb, yeah, and that was just like a random point of the game, right?
Game was pretty much over. I mean, game was
It might have been
23-0. So
that's how much it didn't matter, right? I don't remember. I don't even remember when it happened.
But I mean, did you talk about this this part of the episode where we scored on all of our 7 possessions? First team to do it since 1977. That's impressive.
It's very, very cool stat. I mean, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, you don't really think about it, right? You think about like all the teams out there since then. Like all the Peyton Manning teams that we've had, all the Patrick Mahomes teams,
Tom Brady's teams,
the Tom Brady's team, the teams, right?
Aaron
So,
Rodgers' team.
the Sunday night game, right, where Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson were going back and forth. You would think they were both scoring on every possession, and they weren't, right?
Right.
So this is actually truly an amazing stat. To be able to pick up points on every possession is truly is truly amazing. Um, and really, we only even though they picked up points on all 7 possessions, you still needed a defensive touchdown, right?
Yeah.
Now, whatever celebration that was, I have no idea what that was,
I
but
see something like Joe Cool or somebody that he posted it. Something about I can't. It just popped up that he said he was paying homage to. Let me see. It's on the website, Colts website. They just posted it. They just posted it.
the actual website or the Twitter page.
Uh, is it? Can't even say it. Jabba Wokies.
Oh, Jabberwockies.
They're
Okay, it's a Jabberwockies thing. Okay, fine, fair enough.
walking. But that we scored 17 points off turnovers.
Yeah, we didn't score. We didn't score on that, but we scored 17 points off of turn. Again, very very important, right? That means we turned the ball over and we did something with it. That's how you break a team's back. That's how blowouts like this happen. Joe Bacci, unreal. Just a lot of guys that played really really well. Like I said, this team came out prepared, and you could tell. We haven't even talked about the defense.
Well, on that note, how impressed were you with Lou's defense?
I'm very impressed. And it wasn't. I don't ever think we. Well, actually, I do think. I think we had bad players, right?
Yeah,
And I've said it before on this show. I just don't think that a lot of the players that we had previous to this year were
just had
very.
the influence, so that counts.
Yeah, I just don't think we had players that were very very good. Like
Yeah.
we have Zaire Franklin still. I'm not impressed that we kept Zaire Franklin. But what I will say, um, you know, how we're using these players. We finally went out and got some playmakers in the offseason, right? Being able to pick up Cameron Bynum, obviously who gets the interception, right?
Hmm.
Um, being able to go get guys that can come off and use their speed in the run game. Sorry, in the passing game to come off the corner and Blade just absolutely just lay flat Tua, right? Charvarius Ward was really, really good in this game. 5 tackles. He did have a missed tackle, which I'm not very happy about, but he also, let's see, he ended up with, let's see,
He did have a concussion too, as well.
yeah, he didn't even play the full game, right? And we'll see. We'll see if he makes it through protocol this week. But he only gave up 5 targets. He gave up 5 receptions, but only like a total of 27 yards, right?
I think between the two demons on the outside, I think they total 70 yards.
Yeah, and that's playing 44 snaps,
Yeah,
right?
still good. I mean,
Uh,
like you said, minus the missed tackle,
yeah.
which we saw a lot of that, towards the end of the
Week
game.
one. It's week one,
Yeah.
right? Xavier Howard, huge pick,
Yes.
phenomenal, 80.7 defensive passer rating. Again, these guys didn't light it up on. We didn't go and have like 15 PBUs, right? We had 2 as an entire team. Bynum had 1. Kenny Moore had 1. Kenny Moore had a beautiful one, I think, in the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Um, it finally felt like Kenny Moore had some partners to play with, right?
Yes.
In that secondary, and that's what it's all about. It's about having guys, not only putting guys in a position to succeed, but having guys that can put themselves um, to succeed. And I think that was very very telling of this defense.
Well, we failed to mention as well is that Xavier Howard being the veteran guy as he is, 31, 32, come from that system or that team, played with 2 years with Lou Anarumo as well. He came to his coach and said, "Hey, Tua." After his first read, he started to panic, and so they played on that. His first read was either Waddle or it was either Hill. Once that's taken away from him, he's panicking to the next read, and that's
Yeah.
when the pass rush plays a part in that. And that's why you see Nick Cross gets a sack. That's why you see Kenny Moore gets a sack. You see a sack fumble where Xavier Howard recovered the fumble. You see those type of things that when you go to your head coach, your veteran guy, you know your tendencies of your former quarterback. You know what he does. That brings an added bonus to the team because that's why I say he should start not every game, but over Jalen Jones for this game, particularly because he knows the system. He knows Mike McDaniel's offense. He knows the plays. And that's why we picked him up so late in the offseason because he didn't have to learn this whole defense. He knew lose defense. And it's not to say anything bad about Jalen Jones. He's an impressive 7th-round pick from a couple of years ago. It's just that having two veteran guys on the outside, and Tre'Davious Ward and having Xavier Howard played a big part. I forgot Waddle even played in the game. He was just pretty much shut down.
Yeah, non-existent, right?
So
By the way, your boy Zaire Franklin was god awful in this game.
I
God
mean, he
awful.
missed tackles, and I saw that he did miss. Um, we know he's not good in pass defense. He definitely was like,
Absolutely torched in the pass game, right?
yeah, he was definitely bad
Um,
at that.
he was awful in coverage. He he allowed. I mean, he was 3 for 5 in coverage. He had allowed a long 16-yarder, which was on him, which I believe was down the middle of the field. If they're going to continue to line him up in spaces where he has to be in coverage, geez, just put Latu in there for God's sakes. Like, at least Latu has an eye for the ball, right? It feels like Zaire Franklin has no idea what he's doing on the field half the time.
She said,
Uh,
You
uh,
want to bet the Denver game or
yeah.
Josh?" Um, that's a different defense.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Denver game here a little bit, but
That's a
yeah,
different defense. I'm gonna say win, but any week, but I'm gonna be realistic
yeah.
when we get to that point as well. So, um, but I'm all for drinking regardless if it's win or lose. I drink regardless. But go ahead, my bad. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, Zaire Franklin was god awful. He could tackle. I mean, at least he could tackle. He didn't have any missed tackles this game, which was nice. But he's just awful in coverage. Like, this guy cannot. I don't I don't know what to think about Zaire Franklin, honestly, at this point.
I
Uh,
will say, he did look out of place, but it's a new defense and it's week 1, so I will give him grace.
I
On
don't.
week 1, I,
It
I
just goes to being prepared, man. Like, you can't have guys that come in here. Samson Abukum is coming off of an Achilles and rated higher than him in coverage. You can't have that. Like, you can't have these guys coming in here and just outplaying you, right? Quiddy Pay was better in coverage than Zaire Franklin.
mean, speaking like you said in coverage, having lied to, out there in coverage. He said he saw something that he knew
Yeah.
where the play was going, so that's why he ended up, with the ball in his hands. Uh,
Yeah, obviously that's off of instincts, right?
yeah,
But Latu's coverage rating was 94. I
I was surprised. I was still surprised that we
was
put
such
him in
a
coverage.
that was just an athletic
Yeah,
player.
we put him in coverage. I'm like, whoa, and then he just knew. I think that was Hill going across on a crossing route. I think that was Hill or maybe the tight end Tanner or his name.
All I remember is like this really long dude just like going up for the ball, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" I was like, "Oh snap, it's Latu." I was like
Yeah,
walking from like the bathroom, I think, or to the living room, like coming out of the. It's like, who is that? And I
you're
was
right.
like, "Snap, that's Latu!" Like, this is insane. So
I mean, your guy, I speak bad on him, but Tyquan Lewis had an impact as
of
well.
course he did. Taekwondo Lewis always has an impact. Look at this. As a team, there was 12 total pressures,
Yeah, that's big.
3 sacks, 4 hits on the quarterback, and 5 hurries. Great. That's what you want. Now, I don't care if it's simulated. I don't care if you get it with 4. It doesn't matter. You have to pressure the quarterback, right?
That's what they did.
Um, Again, it goes to Lou Anarumo and his style. He was very attacking. The defense was fun. It was just fun to watch. It was just
Forrest Buckner was pretty big. What's his grade? He was pretty big as well. I
who
know Latu was probably graded higher than anybody. I think he was like 90, 91, 4.
91.5. Yeah. Bynum was an 87.2. Xavier Howard was an 80. Rodney Thomas was, I mean, he only played 10 snaps, but 79. Ward played the most. Ward and Moore played the same amount of snaps. Ward was 76.1, and Moore was a 74.1.
Well,
Excellent.
Batchy, I know Teresa said Batchy played well.
Joe Bacci played watch. He played well. It's not going to show up in the PFF grade. Joe Bacci graded at a 55.9. He tackled very well, and he actually played well in coverage. He was not very good in the run.
Hey, Sarah, I know for those that, oh, for those who wonder what Austin, where is Austin? He is, he just moved in his new place and he is getting settled. So he'll be back next week to celebrate with us. Hopefully for another week, another week win and week two. Oh,
We got some extra music here.
yes, Mr. Music. Um, so he'll be back next week. He just had to get settled in his new place. So congratulations to him settling in his spot where he could. Uh,
Can you hear that?
huh?
Can you hear that music? Oh,
I
there we
can't
go.
hear nothing right now.
I'm hearing like music.
Yeah, I don't hear it. I don't hear anything right now. But to your point, man, defense played like we expected it. We expected the defense to get out to the quarterback. Tua is not a great quarterback. It hasn't been great in a while. I mean, including the injuries he's been having with the concussions and whatnot. Just not an accurate quarterback. He hasn't been accurate in a long time, and they played to our advantage. Again, people downplay our victory by saying we played a bad team, but that team is loaded with talent. Outside of what you see from Waddle on offense, you got Tyreek Hill, one of the fastest receiver in the league. We know what he can do in space when he gets the ball. He can take it 70 yards to the house. We limit his impact in the game. And then you got the running back, Achin. He did decent, but he didn't beat us on the ground. Some he had his screen pass for a touchdown in the game on fourth down where we gotta clean that up as well because the team wanted a shutout. The defensive guys said they wanted a shutout. Lou wanted a shutout, and they didn't give him that. They missed all those tackles at the end where I was like, come on, guys, it's fourth and goal. This tackle this tackle on fourth and goal pretty much give the ball back into offense, turn it on down, and they don't score a point at all. It's still 30-0 or 33-0, I'm sorry. And
It just comes down to details,
yeah,
right? And you can, but let's clean up. It's easy to clean stuff up when you win, right? So I'm not terribly worried.
say it again.
I said I'm not terribly worried about that.
Okay, yeah. Well, you just gotta, clean those up. I know it's end of the game, 6 minutes left in the game, and uh, guys that took the foot off the gas. And you see where they put in Zach Williams and still didn't allow any points after that. But nevertheless, just you don't want to miss tackles. You don't want to have habits of missing tackles. I don't want to be too hard on the guys for missing tackles in the game, but I want you to finish the game strong. Finish the game how you started the game. You started it their first possession, Miami first possession, got a turnover, and it just kept, you know, being infectious for the defense. They're getting out, like you said, the pressures, 12 pressures. It kept getting out to the quarterback, not allowing those guys on the outside to impact. Uh, you see more of the tight end game for them as well. And then the run game with H. You saw a lot of that because they couldn't get to those guys because the defense was understood what was their offense. Like I said, when you got a guy like on your team like Xavier Howard, he knew what's going on. So he went to his coach midweek and said, "Hey, I know what Tua's going to do. We know that he got the weapons on the outside. We know what he wants. He gets the ball out quicker. We know that. But how about we shut this down and get to the quarterback?" And that's what they did. And they listened to the veteran guy who probably wasn't the greatest on defense, but he knew with the pressure of the front guys and Pay, Latu, Grover Stewart, Buckner, Taquan Lewis, you name it. We didn't even use JTT on defense. He was inactive, but that would have been an added part of defense as well for us getting pressure to the quarterback because he's that guy that gets to the quarterback with those long arms um, as well. So it's exciting to see what our defense looked like. Also, with our offense having scoring on all 7 possessions, uh, that's impressive. It's impressive. So I'm giving it a hand clap with that. It's always great to see that. And like Sarah said, Tyler Warren was a stud. We knew this coming into the game when they drafted him, what he can do. Saw him at play, was at fullback, and they run a play for him to get first down. I think we need 3 yards, and he got 3 yards, or 2 yards, and he got three on a short yardage. That's what you want to see. We didn't see a lot of that. We didn't see a lot of Tyler Warren's in the red zone. We did have one target in the red zone where didn't call a penalty on it, where he was in reach. He was in reach to catch the ball for a touchdown, but Minka Fitzpatrick grabbed him before he get to the ball, but no call. I'm not complaining about that, but that's how his impact uh, means so much to this team. Like I said, he had a big catch down the sideline, put us in goal, first and goal at the goal line, put us in the red zone, and they pretty much it was just Daniel Jones show. He scored 2 touchdowns at the goal line, but that's him letting everybody know that I can play offense. If I have an offensive line, I got weapons, run game, I got a breadth of receivers. You see A.D. Mitchell in there. He had that big catch on the sideline where he got his knee down and his feet down. What you say?
That, that play was really like Daniel Jones's best throw of the day. If
Yeah,
you think about the anticipation that he had on that throw to make sure A.D. Mitchell like got the ball in the right, like that's how you take advantage of A.D. Mitchell's ability to get open.
well, I won't say that's the best throw because the best throw I say was Alec Pierce. That
Oh
was
yeah, on the sideline.
yeah, that was
Yeah, I mean, I think like that throw was great because of the pocket. I think the anticipation and the
yeah,
difficulty skill of the A.D. Mitchell throw is a little bit higher.
yeah,
I think because you have to because of the way that the receiver or the defender was playing off of A.D. Mitchell, right? And you had to like essentially anticipate the break that he was going to make on the play. Um, I mean, just made a lot of really good throws, but that's probably the cleanest pocket he's ever thrown from.
he ain't used to
Daniel,
that.
Daniel Jones has never had protection like that in his entire time in New York. And this is what we said, like, hey, I don't know how good Daniel Jones is going to be. I do know that our O line may not be great, but it's going to be the best O line he's ever played behind
Yeah.
by a long shot, not even close, right? And that proved to be right as well.
What Teresa is saying is that I post in a group yesterday because it was Victor Monday. I asked how everybody feeling after the victory, and the fans said, calm down. It was a dog.
Sure.
And so I'm like, calm down. Why are we coming down and come down to celebrating a win, a week one win at that?
Yeah.
We haven't done this in 11 years. Why are we coming down? Why are we relaxing now after a victory?
This goes back to like saying like it doesn't matter what this team does, the fan base won't be happy because trust has been broken, right?
Right.
Now, whether that's like self trust or expectation or assumption of what the organization was going to do for the fan base, that's one thing, right? But to sit here and tell me that we have no right to celebrate being 1-0 for the first time and not having to play behind the 8 ball for the first time in 12 years is asinine to me. Like that's crazy. Like for the first time in 12 years, we don't have to start a season off by playing catch up.
Right.
We can build on, and Houston lost, right? The Titans lost. Jacksonville won. You now have a game up on Houston at this point. Yes, it is one game and it's 1 week. I completely get it. But to sit here and say that we shouldn't be excited, we should have been more excited to start 0-1 than 1-0 is crazy to me.
Which has been the thing for 11 years, 0-1 or 0-2, one
Yeah,
and one. We always playing behind. Now, like you said, we have opportunity to stack up wins to be on top of the division.
right. You
Or
could get
be the top
ahead of
of
the ball, right? And now, and like Chris Ballard, remember when Chris Ballard, like a couple weeks ago or 3 or maybe like this training camp press conference, he was like, we have to end strongly, right? I don't care about ending. We need to start strong, right? We've never started strong as an organization, been a long time. We were so used to starting the season off 6-0, 7-0, 8-0. We haven't even started 4-0 or 3-0 in like forever, right? So to even be able to like think about potentially starting 2-0 is huge for this team and where they want to go and what they're trying to accomplish. So no, don't stop celebrating. Teresa, I disagree. Like I think I picked this team to lose, and I'm very very happy that we won.
Well, it wasn't Teresa that said it. It was a fan that said it. That
Oh, okay, I see what she's saying.
yeah, I made a post. I was being sarcastic. I made a post like, "Hey guys, we should stop celebrating because it was only the Dolphins."
I have never seen it. Yeah, I mean that just goes to show like what this fan base is so used to. We're so used to being so bad that the moment something turns. It's like that one time you get into a really good relationship after being in a really bad one for a long time, right? This is like something good is happening. Don't be excited. Like that's what this feels like, right? Or something good just happened. Don't get too excited. No, I don't believe in it. I would love to start 1-0 every day of the year.
It's, like you said, in the past we had start out 2-5 or 2-4 or however. There's always a losing record. We weren't even 500, and we have a point where we in the middle of the season where we win 3 or 4 games in a row, and then the last part of the season where we 2-4, 2-6, and we miss the playoffs.
You have to play catch up, right? You
I
have to
don't.
1-5, and in the middle of the season, it's like, oh, we finally got to go, and now it's like by the time the season ends, it's like, well, dang, if we didn't start 1-5 or 1-6, then maybe that middle of the season boost would have been okay because we could have finished 10-7 or 11-6, right? So no, 100% starting 1-0 is good.
But see, I mentioned as well, and I don't like to go back and do the what ifs. I don't like to do that because it doesn't help our team moving forward. But it was a fan that discussed, probably in this the fan base, a fan from a different team, how the past 2 years where we were 9-8 and 8-9, both years a game that we lost, we had a potential to win that changed the outcome of our season. Just like last year, we was 8-9. We could have beat the Broncos. We could have beat the Texans twice. That's 11 games right there.
Right. But
That's
we started like didn't we like start 1-3, 1-4 last year?
yeah, something like that. One in yeah, 1-3 or something like that. It was because yeah, who we played. Can't remember. I can't remember who we played last year. It was Texans. Yeah, we won.
Yeah,
Where
we
we was
played the
like,
Texans.
yeah,
Let's see. Last year. This is the problem like about like quote unquote. We started 0-2. We actually went 2-2, right? We lost to the Texans by 2, a field goal. Lose to Green Bay by one possession game. A game I think we should have won that Green Bay game, right? You barely beat Chicago, barely beat Pittsburgh, and then you lose by 3 at Jacksonville. You start the season off 2-3.
winnable games.
All one possession losses. Lose by 3, lose by 6, lose by 2. One play makes that 5-0, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to have that conversation this year. So yeah, no, enjoy 1-0. That's important.
Our next, segment would be: do you guys believe in Daniel Jones? No, it's week 1. Here's his stats: 22 of 29, 72 passing yards. He had some on the ground as well. I think about 20 yards on the ground. 3 total touchdowns, 2 being rushing at the red zone. Do you believe in Daniel Jones with how they used him in this week 1 game? Moving forward, do we believe in him? This is for you. This is for everybody that's watching this episode right now. Do you believe in Daniel Jones?
I don't know.
Still to be
I
determined.
thought it was very good. I think it's gonna now. It's about stacking momentum and being consistent. And if he can put 2 weeks in a row of this, ask me again after the first 4 games.
Okay.
That's where I would say. Do I believe in Daniel Jones? No, but what this does show me is that he's capable.
Yes.
I know he's not a complete dud, right? He's definitely capable. All the hypotheticals we have this team are true. Daniel Jones does have the best pass protection he's ever had as a quarterback in the league. This offense can work if you just make the easy throws. Um, and everything that Shane said basically is the reason why Daniel Jones is starting Daniel Jones. Um, and Teresa, like to your next question, how long do y'all see Dan? He's gonna play if he plays like that. AR is never gonna see the field.
No, none this year. And that's coming from a fan. I'm a fan of Anthony Richardson. But
Yeah, and Daniel Jones keeps playing like that, and Anthony Richardson's never seen the field. He's not. He probably will never play in the Colts uniform again.
and that's realistic. If he plays like you said, like this, mistake free, get plays until what the defense gives him.
Yeah,
That's what he did.
and
Because
that's just the reality of it, right?
they have they have Chump Robinson. They
Yeah.
got Chubb. I mean, former.
That's a good defensive line. Like, that's a good team.
Yes,
They're just poorly coached. That's a team with a lot of talent on both sides of the ball.
correct.
Um, I just don't think Tua. I think we can tell Tua's not the guy anymore. I think he's washed. I think he's cooked.
And I wanted Chump Robinson. I wanted him.
Yeah, we all did. He's a great player.
So, and I wanted Chubb. But at the time we needed an offensive line, so we got uh, Nelson. So I would never, change that for anything. Having Nelson be your stable on your offense, he's been there for the past 8 years or
Yep.
so. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I take that any day. She said if he keeps winning games, maybe he is our guy. Maybe so.
Maybe. Again, that's where you don't want to get out of the one game trap, right?
No, yeah,
This is where you want to kind of just say, okay, we enjoyed the win. It was very, very cool. Now this is about consistency at this point, right? We know you can do it for 1 week. Can you do it for 2 weeks? Can you do it for 4 weeks?
right.
Can you do it for 8 weeks, right?
And it don't look good
It's all about consistency at this point.
facing. It don't look good facing two defense. The next two defenses he'll face is pretty good in the Tennessee Titans, and you have Denver Broncos.
Two
So
very, very good defense. Now,
yeah,
I'm not expecting him to be like flawless in those 2 games, right?
yeah,
He's
he's
gonna
gonna
have
make mistakes.
mistakes, right? How do you come back from them? How does this team respond? That's gonna be the test.
I mean, if you see what Tennessee did to Bo Nix, Bo Nix seemed like a turnover machine. Bo Nix played bad against us last year. He had 3 interceptions. We just didn't cash in on it. We had mental mistakes. JT fumble before you get to the end zone.
Yeah, but
Uh,
if you look at the opposite, yeah, if you look at the opposite side of that, Cam Ward was. I don't even think Cam Ward was bad,
right.
right? I think Cam Ward was actually pretty good. He just has really bad receivers.
Oh, man, Gavin, really. I don't know if you watched
Those
the game or not.
receivers are atrocious. Those receivers are terrible.
Did you watch the game or just any part of that game?
It was painful to watch. I watched most of that game, and I felt bad for Cam Ward because Cam Ward actually made some plays in that game, and his receivers just could not bail him out.
Yeah, outside of his rookie mistakes and taking those sacks, putting the
Yeah,
team out of field goal range, Gavin really did not help his guy.
his,
Chubb didn't either.
he had 50% completion percentage, but I think like
That was 42.
no whatever
Yeah,
50,
but yeah.
42, yeah. I think Calvin Ridley dropped a couple. I don't even know the name of their other receivers. They had another. Their best pass catcher was Gunnar Helm, the Texas Goat. Um, which isn't shocking. Gunnar Helm's very good.
That's a good pick.
So,
Should be
uh,
cute. Oh, he said, I agree. Milton said, I agree. We will
I
11
don't
games.
think it's that. I think it's just like how he plays. Forget
This
the
is not,
win totals.
this is not a knock on AR. It's just that why would you go back to AR when you have a quarterback that's managing the game, winning games? I mean, this is not to say anything about JJ McCarthy. He
I
did.
don't know. Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know if Ward was here earlier, but why would I bench a guy that's hitting 87% of his passes
but
on
70,
throws
70,
that make my team that make my offense run?
yeah, I would, like I said, as an AR fan, I
Yeah,
am an AR fan. Everybody know that.
yeah,
I support him. Like I said, if you got a quarterback that's completing nearly 80% of passes and you're winning games, the team's not going back to AR.
It doesn't make sense.
It don't make sense at all. I mean, luckily, like I said, for Minnesota, when they have Sam Darnold,
Yeah.
luckily for they had JJ McCarthy, and he played bad the first half. Second half, he woke up and be the guy that they drafted him top 15 a
Yeah.
year ago before he got injured. They luckily had that guy, but if they didn't have him, I'm definitely keeping Sam Darnold in that offense. But we don't
100%.
have that. We don't have a JJ McCarthy to fall back on. So if
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is the guy that's succeeding under this offense, completing 80%, turnover free, he's gonna have some turnovers, guys. Before y'all crash out, he's gonna have some picks. He might have some fumbles, lost fumbles. He's gonna
Bad
have,
throws. He's going to throw bad balls. Like, that's
yeah,
just the nature of the beast, right? But if he continues to keep this offense ahead of schedule, there's no reason why we should need to go back to anything like this. Doesn't
rely,
matter what the fans think.
rely on JT. That's what he did. I mean, first play out of the gate, who he threw it to? Tyler Warren. Out of the gate. That's the first play. It was a play action pass, Tyler Warren, 84. And he started, chime the clock down. Make sure that he didn't have. I mean, they made sure that they didn't have. We didn't see a whole lot of Miami. They was off the field. I don't know who. What's the time of possession? If you can look that up for me.
Let's see. Colts had the ball for. They have. Where is it? I just saw it right here.
I think it's
38 minutes. Almost 40 minutes.
we had 40 minutes.
43. And the Dolphins basically had 21.
40. So we had almost 20 minutes. 20 minutes more.
Basically 70% of the game.
So that's
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll take that any day.
for sure.
And so you got a guy like I said. You said 43 to 21.
Yeah, 43-21. Basically.
Wow.
Yep.
So I mean, I take that any day. Bottom line experience. I mean, yeah, it's experience. I mean, we knew that in it. I'm not saying that. Daniel Jones.
It's over.
Huh?
No, I do want to say because it's not like Daniel Jones is old. He's only 27.
Yeah, 6 years. He's been in the league around the same as Trevor Lawrence, right? They came out the same year.
I think so. Yeah, maybe like
So, yeah, 6 years. It's just the fact that you thought you could think that he played longer because he's been in a bad team, and they cut him after they paid him, giving him 40 something million a year, and he didn't have the talent around him. His best talent is in Philly and winning Super Bowls. So, win a Super Bowl. So, yeah, I mean, the question is, do I believe in him? No, not yet. I can't jump out the window week one. Like I said, you got two back-to-back defenses coming up in Tennessee and Denver. Denver being week 2, Tennessee being week 3. Let's see how he plays in those 2 games against those defenses because they're gonna get after him. They're gonna take away some of those things that Tyler Warren does because he is a rookie, but he plays like a vet. They're gonna take away what Michael Pittman did. What he did to that cornerback. He lost his damn self. Damn near dropped the pass because he's like, "Oh, I'm open."
Yep.
I don't. I mean, AD Mitchell,
Michael Pittman did. Yeah,
huh?
he almost goofed it like Michael Pittman does. But,
And Alec Pierce. I mean, he's in a contract year. I mean, more than Cox did. We did. He ran over guys, dragged them to the red zone.
I've never seen Mo Cox play like that.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Where's this been?
Yeah, he's dragging a guy, missing tackles, and dragging a guy to the red zone. These are things that are infectious, man. They keep everybody happy. Everybody's speaking from. I mean, we know Pat McAfee. He always on the hype train. He's gonna say something crazy off the wall, saying that his team's going to the Super Bowl, win the division.
Yeah.
Division not. It's not possible. It is possible, but he said those things, and he spoke highly on Daniel Jones on his show. Yesterday, actually. Um, I don't want to jump on that train yet, get too excited because it's early on. Things can happen. We're gonna go through our spells where we lose 2 or 3 games in a row. Could be for defense, could be for the offense, could be for Daniel Jones. We don't know. All those are possible. We just got to stay the course and not crash out. Well, we should have never got him put in AR because it's gonna happen. We're gonna
The
call
next
AR.
3 games are going to be very, very good. 3 very, very good defenses.
Yeah.
Broncos, Titans, Rams. Excellent defenses.
So all 3, the next 3 you're gonna play. Yeah, that's tough. And who after that? Is it Jacksonville we play?
After that, Raiders.
Raiders is probably sign of relief a little bit. But even then, huh?
It'll be a good test. These next 3 games will be a great test for Daniel Jones.
If we can go out, not to get ahead, but we can leave those 3 games 2-1.
I agree. That's
I,
what I was thinking.
but 1-2, no.
Oh, I don't even know. Yeah, I think it just depends on what happens. Like if something fluky happens, right? Like they get a punt return for a touchdown to win the game, or something like fluky like that happens, but Daniel Jones plays well. I wouldn't be completely upset about it,
Yeah,
right? But if you get blown out and Daniel Jones has 3 interceptions and like doesn't even know what football is, like that's going to be a problem, right? Those are obviously 2 very opposite extremes. But yeah, it's just week to week. I'm very interested if he can keep that short game going, especially against the Denver team that's going to blitz a lot. I think we're going to have another very, very successful week.
I must agree with that. Let's move on to our prediction. Both predictions. I'm sorry. Last week, we didn't. None of our prediction was right. I can't remember what I had. I think I had. I can't remember. I think Austin had two having 2 sacks.
Yeah.
I think you had Eddie Mitchell or somebody that having 2 touchdowns. Whatever. I can't remember what I had. I think I had. No, I think I can't remember the entirety. We did offense and defense. But move on to this week. Your both prediction for this week. We're gonna get some tough defense. We got Sean Payton on that end. We played the same team last year. We have some mental mistakes, breakdowns that led to us to lose this game pretty bad. It was a close game and it ended bad with pick six and just turnover on down and just a lot of things that happened that we didn't come out with the victory.
I'm going to go to the side of the ball in this game, and I'm going to say the defense gets 3 turnovers again.
And oh, I mean, you don't have to know football. You can watch it. You say you've been watching it for 40 years because I'm born in '85, so 41 years. You've been watching football, and there's a lot of football you've been watching. You know enough to know what you're talking about,
Yep.
regardless of what people say to you, or whether it's a male or female. Continue doing what you're doing, Teresa. Continue watching. Continue having your input and making um, all your takes be something. I mean, don't allow anybody to say anything bad about you. So, um, yeah, 41 years of watching football, whether just Colts, whether it be NFL entirely or college. Continue doing what you're doing, Teresa.
Yep.
But yeah, go ahead with your vote. I'm sorry. Go ahead with your
I
vote.
was saying, I think the defense forces 3 turnovers again.
I would love to win a turnover battle because if we didn't turn the ball over at all Sunday, we
Yeah.
had 3 turnovers from Miami and got the victory. So having 3 turnovers, I mean, it's not bad because you had 3 turnovers last year from Bo Nix. Yeah, he was a rookie.
And
Um,
he just threw 4. He had 4. And Denver had 4 turnovers last week.
Yeah.
Against a pretty good Tennessee defense, I might say. So
I think Bo had 3 picks.
yep, 2 picks, and then
So he's becoming a turnover machine.
yeah. There's going to be opportunities.
Huh?
There's going to be opportunities.
Yeah. He's gonna be a risk. He's more of that. He's not a Drew Brees type of quarterback. Because Drew Brees didn't turn over the ball a lot. He's being more so like the gunslinger. He's more of a gunslinger. He's passing it a lot. You got Colin Sutton. He have Evan Ingram. Who else he have over there?
He got hurt again.
Who did? Sutton?
Ingram.
Ingram? Oh man.
The guy just keeps be healthy, man.
Just left them in the dust. I mean, Josh Allen was impressive.
Troy Franklin is going to be his best friend because they have that rapport in Oregon, right? Marvin Mims, like they've got some.
Oh yeah, 19. See,
Yeah.
he muffed the punt.
Yeah. Marvin Mims muffed the punt. Evan Ingram is hurt. Cortland Sutton was their best wide receiver, 6 catches, 61 yards. Troy Franklin was really good for them. So I mean,
He's out of order, right?
they've got weapons, right? So we'll see. They ran the ball very, very well, so it's gonna be really, really important to see.
Dobbins and somebody else they have that R.J. Harvey.
RJ Harvey and J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, Harvey was pretty impressive. He didn't. We
Oh, he
didn't.
did really well. I think he's a rookie, right? Is that the running back out of Central Florida
I don't know where he
at
came.
UCF? I think it is.
Don't know.
Yeah, it's the rookie out of UCF. Okay, I didn't realize that's where he went. He's
See,
really good.
J.K. was pretty good with Ohio State. Got drafted by the Ravens. Didn't work well because he's injured a lot with the Ravens. Went to the Chargers. Had a nice, decent.
He fit well, right? He fits what they're trying to do. So
So
yeah,
um,
it'd be interesting.
I would say my prediction. You said defense getting 3 turnovers.
Yeah, it's kind
Uh,
of a cop out, right? Because I know Joe Bonus is going to turn the ball over a lot. So
I would say, and this is a tribute to JT. JT want to get this game back. This is a home game for us. JT want to get back what he didn't do last year. Mental mistake, fumble before he gets in his zone. This
yeah,
I feel like he's gonna run extremely well because he
yeah,
let everybody down in that game. And I feel like I'm not gonna say 200 yards or like that. I just feel like he's just gonna have a bounce back game against that team that kept them from the playoffs because we had the Broncos kept us from making the playoffs because they beat us. Had we beat them, would have been ahead of them in that spot, but we lost to them and gave them a playoff spot. So I think that he will play much sound football when he gets to the red zone or when he get into open space and get to the red zone. He's going to hold on to the ball all the way till he crosses that point.
yeah, yeah.
so, so
Hopefully,
yeah,
hopefully, it's in Wilson, right? Uh, and look, Tennessee ran the ball well. It's not like they were terrible. I mean, they didn't run the ball great. They were okay. Tony Pollard isn't Jonathan Taylor.
no.
Tennessee had 60 yards rushing on 18 carries. If Jonathan Taylor gets 18 carries, he's going to have more than 60 yards rushing.
See, they don't have the backup support because Spears is out. Tajay Spears is out. I can't remember who that backup guy in Tennessee, but they didn't use
I
one.
don't even. I don't know. I think all they use is Pollard. And they did wide receiver screen. I remember a wide receiver like Sweet, which is Shamari Dyke, who is one of the rookie wide receivers.
He's pretty good. He did that 71 return before
Yeah.
halftime.
Yep.
Pretty,
Yep.
pretty
And
fast.
Julius Chestnut, never heard of him, but he only had 2 carries for 2 yards.
Yeah, and to your point, like you said, we have the running backs. We got, like you said, DJ Giddens. If Tyler Gooden's healthy, we got him as well. He's catching out of the back. We did pick up a guy is drafted by the Raiders, Abdullah.
Oh, Amir, wait, when you picked him up?
Yeah,
Really?
yesterday, today or yesterday. Yep, today.
Interesting. Okay. Hey, Amir Abdullah is a little speed guy.
Yeah, and then like
I
you said,
think
JT
he's
is like
a little
just more.
older. Interesting. He's a little older, but interesting pickup.
He's 30, yeah, 32.
Yeah.
So I mean, veteran guy, seen a lot of football,
Yep.
a lot. I think he have 1,000 yards in the passing game out of the backfield. That's a lot. That's impressive. I
Yeah.
don't think JT has that, but JT not old either. So uh, it
Yeah.
just shows that what he can do in his offense. We just got to play sound, man. We just can't allow Denver to wreck this game. We just can't. We seen what 15 did last year. Benito, you seen what he do, and
Big
he's
guy.
yeah,
Big guy.
Trey is one of the best in the business at cornerback. And he's going to defend our best receiver. So
They have an excellent secondary. So yeah,
yeah,
very good. It'll be a fun game for sure.
yes. What you say?
Backs and results.
Yeah, I don't know. If that's I don't know. If that's the drink.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm good.
You say-
No more bets for me. I've got a same side prediction this week.
yes. So you say you're not going to bet?
No, no, not this week.
Well, we are part of the show where we got our score predictions: Broncos versus the Colts. Austin already had his predictions. His predictions that he got the Colts win in a close one, 24-23, and he said he has uh, Josh Downs having a bounce back game with 2 touchdowns. Josh Downs didn't have a bad game. He wasn't even really needed as the other guys were. So
Yeah, he had a big fourth down catch, right?
Yes, I love that.
Which was huge. Which we later found out that Daniel Jones checked into that play. So
Yeah,
again, just knowing your team, knowing the defense and what you're reading, just another example.
but he has him having 2 touchdowns for the bowl prediction,
Okay.
and they got the score 24-23. Colts win in a close thriller. What is your prediction?
I'll take the Colts 21-17. I think it's going to be another low scoring game. Um, Not saying that the Colts offense isn't good, but I think the Broncos defense is very good. And I
Yes.
think the Colts defense is very good, right? I think this is going to be a very defensive game. The good thing is you don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about the weather, right? You're playing indoors, which is nice. So you don't have to worry about like the altitude or any of that. But I do think both of these defenses are excellent defenses. And I think Lou Anarumo is going to bring some different things to Bo Nix that he hasn't seen before. He might bring things that he didn't use this week. I think he's going to use some guys differently as well. I think we go 2-0, man. It's exciting, right? And you don't want to get too ahead of yourself. So I'll have the Colts 21-17.
And I want to stay the same. I want to stay the same course with the win as well. And I said this out. I mean, since they asked us yesterday, I was asked yesterday, can the Colts beat the Broncos? And I said yes, because we had mental mistakes last year where we had to win. I think we was up 10, maybe 14 points, and we collapsed
Yep.
against that team. Yeah, granted, Bo Nix was young, rookie quarterback. Nevertheless, we shot ourselves in the foot in that game, allowing them to get back in the game from based off their defense.
Yep.
And if we don't make those same mistakes, it's not that AR played bad last year. It's just that it's a great defense. We played. We had a lot of mistakes, and we always say this all the time. The team that has the most mistakes usually win the game, and they did that. We had we had some turnovers, we just didn't cash in. This time, it's a home game. We don't have those side things like you said, the weather that they have, the altitude that they have in Denver and Colorado. I feel like there's a possibility that we can win this game from the ground. We said it's mistake free. We can dink it dunk. We granted they're going to take over. They're going to try. Who is their guy? Is it Van Joseph, their defensive coordinator? Van Joseph,
I think it's Joseph. Yeah, Van Joseph, something like that.
which is pretty well by the way. He's going to do everything he can to make sure that those things he take away Tyler Warren. He can take away those guys that made an impact last week. He's going to try to do those things. So Shane Steichen and Jim Balkuda going to have to play mistake free, not be smarter than him. Just play within your offense and do enough to win a game. And I have us winning 27-20. Low score game. I don't think it's going to be a shootout. I don't think that we're going to blow them out. Now, if we can get it, we can have a game like we did last week.
Yeah, and that can happen at any time in either direction, right?
Yeah, I'll be on this. I will be on this show drinking a full bottle of Crown. I was just 30 to like a 30, like how we had last week on Sunday, 33-8. I was surprised. But if we
Yeah,
go out and do the Browns, the Broncos the same way,
yeah.
yeah, I'm drinking a bottle.
Well, that'll be good if something like that happens again.
She said, "You want to go again?"
I'm good. No bets this week.
I'm not drunk. I mean, I had a half a glass of this. I'm not drunk. I'm feeling good though. I haven't had a drink in a while.
Yeah,
I just
same.
wanted to save this for this show, this episode, because I didn't want my guy to drink by himself. I didn't want my guy to drink alone. So we are brothers from another mother, and Coach brought us together. So I had to do this for my guy. Uh, D said that it's going to be a close game. I mean, yeah, 27-24. Close. I mean, yeah, we're not going to blow them out.
This is the NFL, man. Like all games are close. I mean, even the Saints only lost by 3 points, and they're terrible this weekend,
The
right?
Saints,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, that's because
and they only lost by 3 points last week, and they're god awful.
yeah. Did you see what happened? The Falcons they could have tied the game up or won the game.
Yeah, that Falcons. There are a lot of crazy games over the weekend. That Falcons game was insane.
Yeah, that was.
That
What's
was
his name?
amazing. That was
Is it
amazing.
his name is Fucko or Yoho Youngho? What is it?
Young Oku.
Yeah, he blew it.
Yeah, he was. I don't. That guy's been in the league too long to be missing kicks like that.
She said she got the fireball. Hey, if we win next week, we can do another shot. Just a small shot. I'm not gonna do a big shot against this week. Raheem said, "Let's go Colts." Uh, I'm betting to win.
Yeah,
We all been to win. Yeah, no loss for me. Talk about another game that we can bet that you picked us to win, and yeah, I'm going with the win. I got 27-20, and Harish said
21-17.
17. Yeah. So no, I'm not betting to lose, but I drink with you. Is that okay? Well, guys, this is a part of the show where we gotta go ahead and end it because we've been talking too much. We were too excited for this game, and we talked about a little over an hour. So it's time for us to get back to our wives and family, and we can get back to this talking, but back to talking coast football next week. So, Harish, go ahead, and let everybody know what you got coming up. On Thursday, and I think you got a game. Who y'all play? Who Texas plays Saturday in week 3?
UTEP, UTEP, another tune-up game for us. Hopefully, that team continues to get better.
Oh, he
Um,
said so. D said next time I had him on the show. Uh,
okay,
oh yeah, that's fine. Next week you can add you on the show and speak coast football. You don't have to be. We're not analysts. We're just talking what we see on the TV
yeah,
after watching the game. So it's not nothing that we got to be an analyst. You got to know everything from yards per carry, catch per carry. We don't have to do all that. We're not doing all that. We're just talking from what we see on the field on Sunday. So if you want to come on, we'll bring you on the show next week as well, D. So just reach out and we'll have you send you the link and you'll come on and talk the show.
for
But
sure.
yeah, you can talk about Arch Manning and his comeback game at the fans from Indy is like, oh, he's a bust.
Yeah, we'll be live Thursday night, 8:30. Well, maybe. We got to figure out the air conditioner situation at home here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you can find me at the Uncle Gandhi on Twitter. Find myself and my guy Tim Wayne Thursday nights, Longhorn Fan Battle podcast. Yeah, find me here with Josh and Austin and the boys every Tuesday night.
Yes, sir. And you can find me at on screen, who is Josh Senior. You can find our podcast on pretty much everywhere on social media. Follow us and subscribe on YouTube at HS Mob Podcast. HS Mob Podcast. We will see y'all next week. Hopefully, again, another win. Starting out 2-0 is always great. We're not always playing behind. We'll be playing ahead in this division, where it's not so good this year. It seems like Tennessee is still figuring things out. Texans offensive line and have a new OC and weapons are injured and they took the Rams took Nico out of the game completely out of the game. I didn't know he played on the team either. Uh, and so they're working things out, and the Colts, who a lot of people don't believe in right now, can sneak in and win several games and sneak into the playoffs, or just outright win the division and already have a guaranteed spot in the playoffs. She said, "Pray for me. Um, I got to fast tomorrow and get colonoscopy Thursday. Yeah, I ain't gonna like getting all prayers is gonna be with you, Teresa.
Good luck.
Do reach out to us. If we can be some help of you, just let us know, and we'll do our best to help you out. So prayers to you and your family on um, that test. Hopefully everything come out well. Like I said, you can always reach out to us, and we can be some help to you. Whether it's pray, somebody you need to talk to, I'm here. I know Harish is here as well, and Austin as well. So on the
Absolutely.
to you, our prayers is to you and your family. Anything else you have, Harish?
Now it's burning up in here. I'm ready to go.
Huh? Hold on.
Like Brock Purdy out for the season.
What?
Breaking news.
This is not. Huh? I didn't get that. I know Kittle was on IR. I know they had some guys. What? I know you're a Philly fan. What?
I don't see anything like this. Oh, It just says left shoulder and toe injury. It just makes him uncertain for Sunday. I don't see anything saying that he's out for the season.
Yeah, I was wow. Yeah, it didn't pop up.
If that's the case, very interesting.
Yeah.
But we're not here to talk about the Eagles or the Niners, so it doesn't matter to us.
All right, guys. We're gonna thank you for tuning in tonight. Tune in next week at the same time, 9:30 Eastern, where we can give you all the Coast content. Hopefully, see another win. Go 2-0 to start the season. On that note, guys, we're gonna check out tonight. Hush you mob. See y'all soon.
Peace.
On one